Welcome back to Teach Me Homemade. Today we're going to make a delicious summer side dish. Really, you could use it anytime, but I love to make this in the summer. Now this is called cornbread salad. It is absolutely delicious. Wherever I go, people want me to bring this to potlucks or even for Christmas. I've taken it to family gatherings and things. So this is such a great little different side dish. I think you're really going to like it. So in order to make this, we need some cornmeal. I get self-rising cornmeal. You get whatever kind you like. It could be white, it could be yellow, it's up to you, basically, whatever you want. Also, we're going to need an egg to make our cornbread. Now, once we get our cornbread baked, we're going to need these other ingredients. We're going to use mayonnaise, tomatoes, light red kidney beans. We're going to need some sweet pickle juice. You need an onion, green pepper, and we're also going to use a cucumber. We're also going to need some mild cheddar cheese. Now, if you like the sharper cheese, you can go ahead and get that instead or use whatever you have. Go ahead and grab a paper, pencil, take a seat, and let's go ahead and get started on this delicious side dish. Okay, I'm going to start off with my cast iron skillet. I'm going to put about a tablespoon in here, and I'm going to put it in my oven on 450 and let it get hot. Now, if you don't have a cast iron skillet, that's okay. Just use any type of baking pan because we're going to crumble this up anyways. Now I'm going to take my egg and I'm going to put that in my bowl and I'm going to whisk that up. Next, I'm adding 1/4 a cup of oil. I'm using vegetable oil. And then I'm going to add in my 1.5 cups of milk. Now, if you like buttermilk and you want buttermilk cornbread, you just go ahead and use buttermilk instead. I didn't have any buttermilk, so I'm just using regular milk. Next, I'm adding in 2 cups of my self-rising cornmeal. I'm just going to stir this up. It should be pourable. You should be able to pour it into the pan pretty easily. All right, I have my hot skillet and I'm going to pour my batter in. Notice how it sizzles a little bit on the side. That's okay. Since ovens vary, be sure it's not getting too brown. Now, while my cornbread is in the oven, I'm going to work on chopping my vegetables. I'm going to start by finely chopping my onion. Be sure if you are making something with onions that is going to go into a salad, just be sure you're using a sweet onion because sometimes the yellow onions can be very bitter. I like to use those mostly in cooking. And then I will try my best to find a sweet onion to put in any of my salads. Okay, so I'm going to chop this up. Okay, next is my green pepper. I'm going to chop that into fine little pieces. Next, I'm going to peel my cucumber. Now, if you're not a fan of the seeds in cucumbers, you can cut them out. They don't bother me. Some people, they give indigestion. So if you don't like those, just go ahead and cut those out before you slice your cucumber. I'm going to chop this one up just like I did the onions and the green pepper. And finally, we're chopping 1 tomato. Okay, all of our vegetables are chopped and they're ready to go when our cornbread is cool. After your cornbread's mostly cooled, just start tearing it up into the pan that you're going to store it in. Now, if you're not a fan of the bottom pieces of the cornbread, just toss those out and use the middle. You're just going to crumble it up in the bottom. This is another thing that works great if you have leftover cornbread, maybe from the night before. You might want to adjust how many vegetables you put in it. If you just have a little bit, and you can actually make this from leftover cornbread. Okay, break up any big pieces. All right. Next, now we're going to add some of our vegetables. Now I'm probably not going to use all of this onion since I had a humongous onion. So I'll just save it for a different salad. Just sprinkle it over the top till it's covered. Okay, next, cucumber. Put on there about how much you want. If you want a lot or a little. Some people don't like them. Make sure they're distributed well. Then our green pepper. Spread those out evenly. Next, we're going to use our light red kidney beans. Now you see I still have the liquid in here because I like a little bit of the liquid to get in there to moisten that up some. Let's go over top with your light red kidney beans. Okay, distribute them really good. And then we're going to go over top of that with our tomatoes. This smells so fresh. I wish you could smell this right now. If you have a garden, this is a great way to use those fresh vegetables. So go all the way over top. Now comes cheese. I usually use about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of shredded cheese. Now to my bowl, I'm adding 1.5 cups of mayonnaise. It's 1.5 cups of mayonnaise. Now I'm going to whisk in 1.25 cups of sweet pickle juice. Now we're going to add a little bit of the juice a little at a time. Now if you don't like a lot of sweetness, just adjust the sweet pickle juice to your taste. Now before I add the dressing on top, I usually take about 1/2 cup of milk and just slowly pour it over the top. This moistens the cornbread and everything underneath before I put the dressing on. So just go all over the top. And now for the dressing. I'm going to use a ladle to distribute this all over the top. Just back and forth until every bit is covered. This is our mayonnaise and our sweet pickle juice mixture. Now that cornbread is going to soak up some of this liquid, and it's going to make the best tasting side dish. Once all our dressing is on top, we're going to take some plastic wrap or foil, and we're going to place that over the top, and then we're going to store this in the refrigerator. Now, I usually store it for an hour or several hours before I need to use it, so it's nice and cold. I just got this out of the refrigerator. It's nice and cold, and I'm getting ready to serve this up. Stay tuned. Here is our delicious cornbread salad. This is such a delicious side dish. It brings a bit of freshness to any meal. All of these ingredients work so well together. It tastes great with hot dogs and anything else that you can barbecue on a grill. This is also great to take to family gatherings. It's great to take to showers or potlucks. It's very versatile. You can pretty much eat it by itself with crackers, and it's just delicious. But don't take my word for it. Try it. You are going to love it. It's going to be one of your favorites. Okay, guys, your homework tonight is to give this recipe a try. Now, that's it for today, and I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Let me know in the comments below how you liked it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more delicious comfort foods coming your way. Check out some of the other recipes on my channel. I have 2 different hot dog recipes on there. So put that together with this, and you've got yourself a great meal. All right, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.